Yes, welcome to Couch Pilots, all of my friends. The show that dares to fly into the unknown territory of awful television pilots of the past. My name is Jason, but some call me the Black Low Blow. And next to me, as always, is my full assault on Florida. His name is Captain Philip Restisher. Good evening.
What's up, buddy?
Sup,
What's up, man?
You are
Hungover.
You are hungover, brother.
I am hungover. I'm injured. Last night, we released these later on, but last night we had Kevin's diaper party.
Yeah.
In the plane.
Kevin was just on a few weeks ago on the show,
Yeah.
and his wife is fully engorged with baby juice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Her own personal baby juice. So, so I had an accident. That happened.
Not a pee-pee accident. Or a poo-poo accident.
Well, pee-pee or poo-poo I will do. Actually, I do have a poo-poo and pee-pee accident.
But it's not related to the... Okay, let's hear them both.
Okay, well...
Lay it on me, brother.
The bathroom in the pilot's lounge is very broken. We discovered it a few minutes ago.
Yeah, we have a special guest, and the special guest said I'm going to use a different bathroom than the one that is convenient, and I got my wheels turning.
Yeah.
What is it going on?
I think we have a water leak of some kind.
Jumanji.
So
like you flush it and nothing happens?
Oh no, it's dripping onto the floor, and it's rotted a bunch of stuff. I didn't know anything about it.
Oh boy.
So you gotta go pee pee or go poo poo. You gotta hang it outside, hang it out the window. You gotta break a window and hang it out.
Or go right outside the garage.
Gotta use it.
Or that's what I do. Go outside the
yeah,
garage.
I know. I saw you do it last night.
Oh, did you?
I saw you make pee-pee, not poo-poo though.
So we had a good time. It was a pleasurable experience for all, but today was a little, what they say, rough.
Well, you know what I always say, a little hair of the dog that bit you.
That's true. That's why this afternoon I had 2 beers, because actually when I woke up this morning at 9 o'clock, Adam was trying to get coffee, and I was like, well, we got beer. And he's like, it's 9:30, and I was like, but we've got it.
Yep.
So.
Yeah. That's wonderful.
That's too early for me.
Who is that?
What? Hi. Oh God, it's me again.
It's season 16. This is episode 3 of the season. We're doing guests all season long. This show is no different. Please welcome back all the way from Chicago. It's Adam Z. That Adam Z.
That's me.
Welcome.
What's up, guys?
Welcome.
How are you doing?
I'm alive.
You came down and you sent everyone a picture of like medieval garb that you could buy at a gas station.
Yeah.
I've seen those too traveling. I don't understand it. Like, who's going to fill up on Restisher at a gas station and like you know what I need? Like a helmet,
Like a Viking helmet?
Yeah.
Honestly, I thought about it. I was like, I have a credit card.
For what? What would you do with that? Put on your dumb cap?
Why not? Just drive around with like a.
You can't live your life like that.
Yeah,
you can't live your life like, why
YOLO.
not?
Yeah, you can't live your life like that, Adam.
Why not?
Exactly.
I got a phrase I want to throw by you guys and see.
Is it going to pay?
It's the phrase that pays.
Someone said, "Liquor before beer, you are in the clear."
I don't know about that.
Beer before liquor, never sicker.
quicker.
Have you guys experienced either of those?
Oh, yeah, in Pilots of the Past.
Yes, but I don't know which I started first. Is either the drinking or the drinking.
Okay,
But because I mix them.
I never had that happen before. I feel like I like to drink sometimes, and I don't usually get hungover. I've been hungover maybe twice.
But you
ever.
usually either do one thing or the other. Like, you're either
Yeah.
drinking hard alcohol or you're drinking beers.
I suppose that's probably true. But I the other night I went out and
Oh, your birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday.
thank you very much for my birthday. And I did a bunch of beers, and then we were talking to these ladies at this thing, and I drank some mixed drinks, and I felt fine. I went home and I felt fine, and next day was just garbage city the whole day. So I didn't drink at all at the diaper party.
Right.
I would have liked to, but
Did we look like a bunch of fools?
not at all.
I think we all were pretty well behaved.
Yeah, it was great. It was a
Some
great
of
time.
us. Some of us.
Who wasn't?
I mean, somebody decided to throw a beer can across the frickin' yard to 4 other houses neighbors away. Well, because somebody didn't have power.
But here's the other part of the story is we did not have power in the captain's lounge.
No.
There was no electricity, so
Lights out, motherfucker.
there was fear of the party not even happening.
right.
But by the end of the night,
Blake had serious FOMA. Fear
Yeah.
of missing out.
Yeah.
yeah. And so I called Kevin. I said, hey, we're having some issues here at the Pilots Lounge. She's like, let's do it. Well,
Let's do it anyway.
Bring lanterns. We'll do it.
Yeah, that's a good attitude to have.
Yeah.
I had a great time at the diaper party. You did a great job hosting, and so did Molly.
Oh, Molly's the best.
Thank you. I bow to you. I honor you. Thank you so much. And I thank Adam so much for coming down. Not only do that, but stick around an extra day to do our dumb fucking show.
He wanted to leave at 9:30.
Oh, sure.
Not 9:30, like noon.
Gotta stick it out.
Yeah.
Gotta do catch fire.
And he's like, let's watch these pilots. And I was like, sure.
All right, well, give us a quick down low on low blow, because you were doing it and then it stopped.
It did not stop.
All
it
right,
is
well,
on a temporarily very long hiatus.
Explain yourself to all of our listeners.
Yes, all of your listener. Dave has had some things going on with like computers and work schedules, and it's just we haven't been able to sync up.
Sounds gay.
It's very not
Your
awesome.
periods.
Oh, yes, that's it. So in order to keep the show going, I had to put it on hiatus until Dave can get situated, because I refuse to do it without Dave. Not going to do it.
Well, you've done plenty without Dave.
I know.
And what about Christina Mangolia Galaris?
McDizzle Pants? Yeah. She's on my couch.
What? Well, there's your co-host right there.
Yeah, but I mean, I need Dave.
We all need Dave.
We all need Dave.
Oh,
need Dave.
man. All right,
Like-
fine.
See, the thing is, if me and Kristen do it solo, and we're going to do it solo.
Have you done it solo with her since she's been back?
No. I haven't. No.
Oh, okay.
No.
All right.
We will do the podcast solo,
yeah.
but she feeds me too much, and then I get off control. And
What do you feed her?
all sorts of things. Usually onions and garlic, because she's a vegan. But
Onions and garlic.
all
She
day.
walks around with a rancid breath.
pretty much.
Good lord.
It's like, I'm very afraid of vampires.
My proverbial estate in the city constantly smells like garlic and onions.
Your what?
My proverbial estate. It's my huge mansion in the city on the skyline.
Oh,
you've been there.
You're talking about stately Zelensky
Yes. Yeah.
Manor?
Yes.
Okay.
Zelensky Manor.
Excuse me.
You've been there. You've seen. The
Yeah,
house.
I've been.
It's outstanding.
It's bigger than my house, which
Yeah,
isn't
a little
saying
bit.
a lot, but it's really cool. It's like it's not even it's a 1-bedroom. It's all open. It's all old.
Yeah,
I love
it's
old
all-
shit.
It's a 12,000 square foot 1-bedroom apartment.
Badass.
It's huge.
It's badass.
Huge.
Yeah.
So Low Blow will be back. In the meantime, I'm daily vlogging.
Yeah, so you can see your. We'll plug that later.
Yeah. I'm still being creative is my point.
Okay. No, yeah, it's still you put in a lot. You get like 50 videos in like 10 days. It's crazy.
50 days, but yeah.
Every day,
Every day.
without fail. Is
I've
this your
missed
personal library?
3 days.
Or not library? Your personal diary?
It's my memoirs. Yeah, for sure.
Are you gonna die
My
soon?
manifesto, if you will.
For when you die.
Well, yeah, probably.
But did you die?
Hey, you gonna die? You gonna die soon, man?
Hey, you got a vlog? I want to see what happened to you before you died.
Yeah, motherfucker, you be dying and shit.
Shit. You're going to be dying.
This motherfucker be dying.
This ain't East Coast versus West Coast podcast about video blog shit. It's the real deal.
Ain't nothing but a gangsta party up in here.
Ain't nothing but a gigabyte baby.
We're so all OGs.
We're all old G's for sure. You being the youngest of the G's in this room, right? What are you, 33?
34.
Oh
Gonna be
god.
35 in April.
You know what? I used to look just like you. This is what you're gonna look like in a couple years.
My teeth will be nicer.
All right, I'll take that.
Wow.
What a compliment.
Yeah, I know.
So yeah, we're ready to take a flight with our third guest of the season, Adam Zielinski, a seasoned podcaster himself. He's been doing it for 10 plus years at this point.
This is year 9.
We didn't have to tell him about the ones or the twos.
No, he knew about him.
Yeah, and he's sat down and
Old hat, second nature.
we let
right?
him because he hasn't podcast for a while. So
Last time I podcasted was in the captain's lounge.
Was it really?
Yep.
well, no, because last night we
That did happen.
we did a podcast last night.
Which was also in the captain's lounge.
Yeah.
So I didn't lie.
No, yeah, but he was.
What is it?
It's heel versus face.
Is it really?
Yeah.
You guys did heel versus
We
face.
did.
Damn it! I was hoping the mini episode a few weeks ago would be the last one, but until you guys did it again.
Sure.
Yeah.
Because I miss it.
It's good.
But yeah, so
You guys-
he's all warmed up.
Evolution. Did you guys cover evolution?
We
we-
attempted to.
Yeah,
And drunk.
and Molly was on.
When does that come out?
Sometime.
When I download it to Kevin.
You got to give it to Dustin to clean up editing wise. He'll spend 5 hours cleaning it up.
It was like, there's only 10 minutes of content.
Yeah, that's right.
Everything's cut out except for the part where it's just him.
We've all been victims
Sorry,
of
Dustin.
Dustin's editing. I know I have. I've said some really racially charged things that he had to cut.
You know, when I was on whatever, which pod, the one where he watches movies, Drunk in the Movies, for Mallrats, I don't think he cut anything. I think I'm the only one that's uncut on Dustin's podcast.
So you have your foreskin.
Yeah.
My Drunken Lullabies foreskin, yeah.
Nice.
Ugh.
Well, here on Couch Pilots, we don't worry about foreskin.
No.
Whether you have it or don't, we don't care.
We take all comers. High five that shit. Nice. Do we have any fan feedback?
Well, we have fan feedback. Let's start off with the big fan feedback.
Yeah.
We've got mail.
Oh, we got physical
Do have
mail.
Physical mail that came to us.
I'm gonna break the glass in case of an emergency.
Okay.
Holy God!
All right.
Big piece of glass. Okay, so friend of the show, producer extraordinaire. His name is Greg Garcia. You know him from such shows as Raising Hope, My Name Is Earl, and TBS's current smash mega hit.
Guest book.
That's right,
Season 2 is coming out.
Electric Boogaloo.
I think it's already out.
Oh, is it? Well, I've not seen it. I would love to see it, actually, because he puts out really fun, kind of quirky stuff. Anyway, Greg Garcia, early days of Couch Pilots, sent us a DVD for the second version of a pilot he made called Super Clarke.
Yeah, he made one version. We could find it on the internet. That's why it was a pillar.
Right. And the very next year, he made a second version of a pilot with different people and a slightly different story.
And he said, you can't find this anywhere. So he emailed us the DVD. Or he physically snail mailed us the DVD.
But then he emailed us this huge thing about the audition. He's awesome. Yeah. It's so cool. And so I follow Greg Garcia on Twitter. And
Does he mind that you follow him around?
No, I stay in the shadows mostly.
Okay.
He knows that I'm there, but I keep my distance.
Sure.
I don't interfere with his life. And he said something like, hey, I'm giving away signed posters of my television program known as The Guest Book. And all you have to do is respond to this tweet with what you want me to sign. And so he's basically just saying, write something goofy and creative on there. And I didn't know what to do. I honestly, all my phone work is done on the toilet.
Sure.
So I'm sitting on the toilet.
That's where it should be. That's where most of my Tinder swiping goes, on the toilet.
Tinder swiping. I liked you when the poop would come out. I wrote for what I said he should sign the poster as. I said, Blood Fart Hobo Camp, love Gerg Garcina. And he picked 5, I can't remember how many he said. It's like 120, 170, I can't remember. Somewhere in there submissions.
Sure.
And we were one of the 5 picked. So he sent us, I assume it's in here. I'm very disappointed.
I didn't know
it's a bomb.
it's a QVC box. I know when it was on the stairs today, I said, "Do you think it's one of those Robert De Niro mail boxes?"
Yeah, Couch Pilots is being singled out here.
Right.
So I'm going to use your
You guys are very Democrat-y.
your work
Just throwing
knife.
it out there.
Are we?
Yeah, that's a be careful. That's sharp now.
And the guy who did it was from Florida, so I should be expecting one soon.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
should. What a gold mine you're leaving on the table, low blow wise.
I know.
You used to lambast Florida
don't
week after
worry.
week.
Don't worry.
So yeah, we got a he's from Studio City, California. That's where he
Don't
plays
say
at.
anything else.
That address.
I'm not going to say anything else.
To the address, bro.
I'm not even going to tell you which bungalow he's from. But he sent us a box, QVC, which I don't know. He's got just QVC boxes lying around. I don't know.
I think it's filmed in Studio City.
His wife probably
His wife?
buys stuff on QVC because they're rich and stuff.
Yeah, that's where all the rich people go, right? QVC. So I'm going to use a very sharp knife now, hopefully not to injure myself, but to open this box from famed television producer Greg Garcia.
He's doing a very good job. Nice, kind of rickety.
I'm real rickety with my opening. Ow!
That's what she said.
I was gonna open it, but then I was like, we should just do it on the show because we've gotten mail before. We've gotten mail from Australia,
Yeah,
so we've gotten mail before.
we sure
Got
have.
mail from Chicago.
Got mail from Chicago. It's
Yeah, our golden you know what to do tube is in the room. It's
Yeah.
fantastic.
I love it. So
All right,
proud
let's
of it.
open it up. It looks like it's a bunch of paper first, guys.
Nice, a bunch of crumbled up paper.
I'm going to open each piece of paper
I
to
wonder
see
if
if he's
that's
written
parts
anything.
of his script.
All right, I'm just going to dump it on the floor. I'll clean it up later, I promise. All right. It is.
That's a big box.
It is quite a big box for what appears to be just a small poster. And I'm not complaining. I'm just saying it's a. it is about the size of a paper towel tube.
yeah,
It's a paper towel.
Yeah.
All right. They got a rubber band on it.
it's probably autographed, huh? Ooh,
Hold on, I almost got it.
It seems it doesn't look that long, but it actually is once you try to take the rubber band off.
It went on for a lot longer than I thought.
Okay, it says new season, even saltier. It's got a picture of a seagull with some sort of S&M mask on.
Nice.
And it says Blood Fart Hobo Camp, love, and then he didn't write Garcia. I think that's probably his actual.
Sure.
But that's cool.
Yeah, that's
really
awesome. We'll get that
That's
framed.
awesome.
We'll get it framed and put it up in the
You know
in the
what?
studio.
I have something for you guys in the car that you can use.
Is it a Blood Fart Hobo Camp?
It absolutely is.
It says the guest book from the creator of My Name is Earl. Yeah, you asked me. You stop with from the creator of shit, and you just put Greg's name on.
Oh, yeah.
We know who the
Yeah.
fuck
Yeah.
Greg Garcia
Yeah.
is by now.
If you don't know Greg Garcia, you shouldn't even be listening to this podcast.
Yeah, we don't want you. All of a sudden, it goes absolutely silent on our downloads.
Thank you, Greg Garcia. That's awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
I do want to point out I only know who Greg Garcia is because of this podcast, even though I've watched all of these shows.
We are perpetuating his fame.
Right.
So thank you and you're welcome, Greg
His
Garcia.
kids are going to be able to go to college because of us.
or at least take a tour at a college
Right.
because of us.
A state college.
I do
Of
want.
course.
I do have a special announcement before I read anything.
Is this something new? Am I aware of?
No, you're not aware
I
of
was
this.
excited. Okay.
I
many
just want
surprises.
to. I just want to tell everyone it's officially cup season, and you will hear me hacking, you will hear me coughing, and you will hear me spitting into a cup throughout the next 4 months because it's winter time. Let's do some fan feedback. Let's roll out the.
While you're pulling that up, I want to ask you, and I don't care either way. It's your body. Do whatever the hell you want. But you went for a few years where you were vaping, and it seemed to actually. We don't know the long-term effects of vaping, but
None. There's none.
Okay, that's fine.
None. It hasn't. All that. It's all fake.
Well,
news.
nothing is until it's proven.
it's all
so,
fake
so we
news.
don't
It's
know.
all fake news.
We don't know.
It's
but
all fake news.
But we know that smoking, for the most part, is not great for you. But in those few years where you weren't smoking, it seemed like your health.
Oh, I was better.
You were regenerating health.
Yes.
Do you have any interest in quitting smoking?
No, I'm dying on the inside either way.
Okay, that's fine.
It's either mentally or physically. So let's just see let's see
It's
who
a
wins the race.
Yeah.
Can I host a podcast of your funeral?
Oh yeah, I would. Yeah, you and Jason for sure. But
You can do it. You can
Jason probably won't even come. He's like, finally, I'm rid of him. I don't have to hang out with him anymore.
One of the funny.
You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that the funeral is scheduled for a Monday.
Yes. Every other one. So no,
We'll do two funerals, one at 6 and one at 7:30.
Yes. I was listening to last week's episode, or 2 weeks ago. When does this come out? Next year?
I don't know. It depends which one you listen to.
The one where they had the dance party in the toilet booth.
Pound Town.
Pound Town.
Oh yeah.
Blake was talking. I was like, "Oh yeah, I have some other things working on. I don't want to." And you're like, "Well, if you don't want me to be a part of it, that's okay." He's like, "No, you're gonna be a part of everything." And I just thought that was very sweet.
Don't be a faggot. All right, go ahead. Just kidding.
All right, our good friend Dee Dee. I had messaged her and I said, "Hey, how's everything going with you?" Hashtag Dee Dee check. That's what I call it now, the Dee Dee check.
Yeah.
Captain, oh Captain, you wouldn't believe your timing. I'm presently sitting at the hairdresser's getting my hair did. And I have just played the Couch Pilots rap to a full salon.
That's right. I did see this.
Everyone loved it. You guys did such a fantastic job on it. Jason's backup vocals were sensational. Thank you so much. As for myself, I'm feeling a lot better, hence me going out and getting my hair did. Life seems a lot happier. And he said,
Keep your chin up. It's going to be summer soon down there.
right, it is now, I think.
Hell yeah.
Okay, I have been dying to find out. Oh, no, never mind. I can't tell you about that one.
All right.
That's just between me and Dee Dee.
Baby, our love will always be.
Dee Dee.
And I said, I said, I'm smiling huge knowing that you were enjoying the rap replay. I am glad that you liked it because someone on Twitter specifically said that I need to stop reading stuff and to have you read it.
That was Kevin, wasn't
Yes,
it?
yes,
That
it
was
was.
hilarious.
Some of us don't disagree with Kevin sometimes.
I
do in this case.
Yeah.
But yeah, we did an episode a while back, kind of a Dance Party USA, but it was for hip hop music called Graffiti Rock. And Dee Dee from Australia was so inspired by that episode that she wrote a rap for us.
Yeah.
And Captain Philip Rescher, you know what he did? He rapped his pants off.
Thank
Did.
you.
It was impressive.
Chris,
awesome.
Chris Tuckley on Couch Pilots
Yeah.
sends us a link, a classically blue link.
Oh yeah.
It says Stevie Ritchie's has over 108,000 followers on Twitter and is in this pilot. I managed about 2 minutes before giving up. Come to the UK, and I'll have him meet you off the plane, Blake and Jason. So it was Steve Ritchie's street quiz, and I did send you that link to investigate, and we're possibly doing it in the future.
You know what? Not only that, I'm just going to make the announcement now.
Are you going to do it?
I'm going to make an announcement right now.
Well, he's not going to hear it for another 6 months, so.
That's just...
Yeah.
Okay, well, so see you in 6 months, Chris.
It'll be a surprise when he hears it.
Well, happy summer, Chris. Chris Tuckley from the UK has given us so many different links to different pilots. We are just going to do a Chris Tuckley season.
Nice.
That's awesome.
We do 10 episodes a season. He's given us probably 10 to 13 at this point.
Yeah.
We're just going to do a whole season of
That's
them.
great.
That's what we're doing. I'm announcing it right now.
And the last one, I have a really long one, but the last one I'm going to do for this episode is...
It's going to be all British shows.
Okay, so that means they're not going to be any good.
No, it's me. We're going to have to put on all the fucking the words at the bottom of the screen.
Oh, yeah, the words are ball and straight,
you
so you
can't
can rate
understand
it.
British, Tom.
What's that now?
You can't understand it.
I can't understand what they say.
That depends on when they're found, mate.
Is this Cockney what we're doing here?
It's cock.
It's canon, right?
It's about right.
It's cock cannon.
It's cock cannon.
Dee Dee says, happy birthday, Captain Black. Sorry if I'm late, but...
How did she know?
Thank you very much.
But the know how slow pigeons from down under are.
Yeah.
And she had an emoji of...
Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Emoji of a heart, emoji of a cake, and emoji of a pilot.
Dee Dee, you're in the top tier of frequent flyers. That means the world coming from you. Thank you so much. And guess what? It might be self-serving, but she's getting frequent flyer points. Yeah. Everyone who responded today.
And she's on the platinum. I mean, she's platinum right now.
Yeah, she's on the Platinum Premier Club for sure. I'm excited to get this going.
Me too.
I know you are because you probably want to leave sooner than
No,
later.
I didn't take the limo down. I had to drive myself. So.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captains have
I
turned
did
on
that on
the
purpose.
fasten seatbelt sign.
Let's call Kevin Clarke.
Wang tang, sweet poon tang. This beer is hoppy.
While it's ringing here too, what I will say
It's
is
dank.
we have a contest that is ended.
Yeah.
And we've got 2 winners of people who are going to host Couch Pilots in the very near future. They're going to host 1 episode, and today we're going to call one of those people, and they're going to read to us their winning essay of why they think they should host the show.
All right.
So this first one is Kevin Clarke, the very same that we talked about with the diaper party, the very same that was on a few weeks ago. Let's see what he's got to say. Kevin. How embarrassing would this be if he didn't answer?
It's only if Blake calls people.
All right. Yeah. Let's see.
Hello.
Kevin, this is Jason. How are you?
I'm doing good, Jason. It's good to hear from you.
It's
Hey.
also good to hear from you.
Kevin, Blake is here too.
Blake, how you doing, my man?
Doing good.
Hey, Kevin, it's Adam.
Hey, That's
Yeah.
Gus.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Kevin, we were just setting up the fact that we had this contest going, and we've selected some winners, and I think you're one of those winners.
Oh, no shit. Are you kidding me? Awesome.
You won the contest.
Congratulations.
Nice.
So
That's
you
awesome.
you and one other person who we will announce next week on the show are going to host 1 episode of Couch Pilots and a pilot of your choosing. But today we were hoping that you would read your essay to all of our frequent flyers so they can see exactly what it takes to host the show.
Yes. Got it. Okay, hold on. Let me actually get to my office.
Yeah. He's got a new house. He's got an office now.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
play.
I got an office. It's pretty sweet. I'm like, what's his name? Peter.
Peter
The guy
Pumpkinhead.
in Office Space. No, the guy in Office Space. I'm trying to think of his name, and I can't. That's like me.
He's definitely got a red stapler.
Yeah.
For sure.
Basically, it's a playroom for his baby with a desk in it.
Okay.
There's all sorts of
we
like
got,
irresponsibly
we got tiles
sharp
set up,
objects
like baby
there.
room stuff. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
I got there we go. I got my essay.
Oh, perfect. All right, essay. Let's hear it.
Well, no, I got a guy here with me.
A Mexican essay?
Here's my.
What is it?
Oh,
What
you
what
want
does a
me to-
Mexican guy call an essay?
Steve.
He calls it
Saint Eve?
paper.
Paper? Okay. All right. Well, get your paper out and get your Mexican out.
Okay.
Let's hear this thing.
Here it is. Okay, so it's kind of starts as like a letter. So it says, "Dear Couch Pilots, dear Couch Pilots, I think that I should be the one to host the show because I love pilots so much. Okay, it's kind of choppy here. I made it like you guys know, you saw it. It's like a ransom note, like I had to cut out. That was the biggest thing.
Yeah, no.
So,
a lot of the paper stuck together is kind of...
Yeah, we gave him extra points for creativity.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. So
I personally would have
that's
talked
the first half. It's very, like I said, it was very labor intensive, so it's kind of short. The next half is...
That was one
please
half?
select... Yeah, there was one half. That was
Okay,
half.
all right, yeah.
I got to flip over the paper for the second half. So I got this. Thank you very much for your consideration of being a host of the show. And then it says right there, small letters, it says, I'll suck both your dicks.
I see. That's how you win.
And that just jumped out. That just jumped out of the pages on it. It was like reading a novel.
Yeah.
This really shows you the amount of quality and the type of quality that we received in our responses. So, honestly, that's all it takes, kids. Kevin, congratulations. We really appreciate
Awesome.
it.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited. Can I tell my wife?
Yeah, please tell her. And then also, how was the diaper party?
Oh, it was pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty
I
good.
ended up in a room full of old cowboy looking fellas with Dustin. It was great.
I can't wait to talk to Dustin to find out exactly what the hell happened that night, because you seem to have no recollection because of alcohol.
I literally have no idea where it was or what band or anything, but we saw a band and it was just like a bunch of old cowboy looking guys.
It's ridiculous.
Sounds like the most hipster fucking thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, man, it was very, very hip.
That's awesome. Well,
Babe, I won the contest. Oh my goodness.
She sounds so excited. Way to be, Kevin.
Thank you for the call, fellas, and I trust that this is being recorded so that you know that I won, right?
Oh, fuck.
that and for future generations to enjoy. Yeah, we're not recording it right now. We'll reenact it later with Adam playing you, so you know that's what you
obviously.
And we'll send you,
Okay, yeah, good.
we're going to send a copy to your baby so he always knows how his dad was a success no matter what his mother says.
Before the baby
I got a
ruined its
question,
life.
Jason, how do you think my baby's gonna sound?
If I had to guess, I'd say it sounded like this. I just hung up on him. So that's Kevin there, and he's going to...
Congratulations to him.
Yeah, well done. I mean,
I can't wait for him to host. Give me a week off. I'll finally be able to just take a nap.
you deserve it. You need a hard nap.
Look at my eyes.
They're very red.
I can pack all my fucking toiletries in them. I got bags under my eyes.
Yeah.
Hey-o.
Hey.
Just get the luggage boy to check those.
Today we discussed the pilot episode of Meet the Family from the year of our Lord 1900 ad 54. Great year.
1954 was a pretty good year.
Right?
Yep.
Fucking greatest generation.
Yeah,
Right?
My mom
50s.
was born the following year, so
1953?
1955. The following year.
3, 4. Yeah, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah.
That's some weird math.
Yeah.
Weird math. Let's see. It's 2000.
18. I'll tell you right now, I was 27 on the negative side.
So I was 30.
21.
30.
Negative 21.
How old are you?
You say 20? You said negative 27.
Yeah, so you have to add... Yeah,
6. So it'd make me negative 33.
It would,
That
you
ma-
would subtract because you're getting younger.
Oh,
the numbers are going down.
just like the Indigo Girls, you're closer to fine. Which
yeah.
That would be 21.
That's right.
How old are you?
I just turned 37, and I'm ready to die.
So you were negative 20. I was negative 29, I think.
29.
29.
Negative 29.
Great year.
Great year.
The 50s that brought us. What did the 50s bring us?
Civil
The Beach
War.
Boys.
Yeah.
The Civil War.
Yeah.
Amsterdam. Right?
This is people are familiar right now with New Amsterdam.
Yeah.
No, this brought us Amsterdam.
Yeah.
This
The-
also
oh.
brought us Israel. Israel was founded in 54.
That's right.
Again.
So-
The Gaza Strip, right? The Gaza Strip. Remember the Gaza Strip? Gaza Strip.
That's the Gaza Strip is what they put in. The dentist puts in your mouth to keep your lips from touching your teeth while he works on them.
That, and it's also a strip club in Johnson City I went to, the Gaza Strip.
Nice. Gaza wing.
It was all heavily, like really hairy Lebanese women with guns.
Aw.
Loved
They
it.
all had landing strips.
Oh, merciful heavens. You and all of us in this room, we weren't alive back then.
No,
Not
none
even
of
a
us
little.
were. No.
No. So we have to go back in time. In our minds. Because we don't know what it was like back then. So
Yep.
we have to put ourselves in that time frame so we can properly digest this pilot.
it's 2018, right? We're almost into 2019 pretty soon.
great
We're
years.
close.
Very close.
Close.
And for us to look at this pilot from 1954 and judge it based off today,
Yeah.
it's impossible. You can't do it. It's not fair.
It's not
and
fair.
what we strive for here on Couch Palace is fairness.
Fairness
Equality.
above all.
Fairness above all.
Fairness, and then what? Safety, teamwork,
Beer.
beers.
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 So, we back in 1954, no Band-Aids.
No.
Courtney Cox.
Oh my God.
Definitely not.
Right?
I don't know how they did it.
No Donald Trump. And again, we said no Gaza Strip.
No guys are
Yeah. The things that we take for granted every day weren't around back then. And so those people didn't have that in their heads,
Sure.
like we do now. So it changed the way that they thought. So we have to think about things back then. November 1st, 1954, U.S. Senate admonishes Joseph McCarthy because of his slander campaigns. Joseph McCarthy, the McCarthy hearings. Remember that guy?
No.
Yeah.
I wasn't there.
Yeah,
but you don't know history.
the
Not that
the
part.
old guy with a white-haired crew cut with dark glasses and a suit on
Yep.
was asking McCarthy questions,
Yep.
and he perjurized himself
That's exactly
all
right.
over the place.
You haven't seen,
Forrest Gump.
but you know about them. Just checking.
Well, there's things that are important.
Yeah.
I guess.
Is Fargo important? No.
No, but-
is the McCarthy Trials?
Terminator 2 is.
Not really.
T2.
No,
T2 is
no.
one of the most important movies. Abyss.
Yeah,
What'd you call her,
Abyss.
Mom?
The Abyss.
Called your mom Abyss.
Hold on. Speaking of moms, real quick.
Oh, here we
I've
go.
been waiting 2 days to say this. Your mom, sexy phone sex voice.
Yeah.
Just throwing it out there.
Yeah.
Like, I was driving up here. I was like, oh, yeah, I can hear this. Fuck you, man! It's a compliment, bro. I'm sorry. Calm down.
November 2nd, Strom Thurmond is the first senator elected by write-in vote in South Carolina, one of America's great racists.
And he's never left office.
Yeah, he's dead.
Oh, shit.
Well, he's never left it.
He never left it.
No,
He's still
that's right.
there,
They left his corpse,
Yeah,
his
he's
writing
just-
corpse in there.
hanging up there.
Like
a-
Jesus?
Well, more
Is that
like
what
a
you're doing?
marionette.
Oh, like a...
Like, we
Well,
can just dance him
well,
out.
hold on a second. Was Jesus a marionette?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Mary Magdalene,
Yeah,
Marionette
yeah.
Magdalene?
Hence
See, I've been an investigative reporter on the ground. It's a whole
Shroud
thing.
of Turin?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why he carries that camera all
do.
over the place.
Who, Jesus had a
No,
camera?
Me.
Oh,
Jesus-
you do.
I mean, if Jesus had a selfie stick, I think he'd have a camera.
I got a selfie stick.
You know who else
It's called
has?
my dick. I'll give you guys a second.
That was Strom Thurmond. Do you guys remember Strom Thurmond?
No.
No? Do you remember him?
Yeah.
He was in in his 90s and still in the Senate.
Yeah, he was there forever, I think.
And he died in 2004-ish. But he was in his 90s and he was a racist old guy that he just kept getting reelected.
It's basically all of Congress.
Yeah.
Racist old guys.
Yeah. Well,
Speaking of racist old guys,
sure.
Hitler. Oh, we're still in 1954.
Oh, hold on. I think Blake was going to say something. He was doing a dramatic pause. Go ahead.
speaking of racist old guys,
Sure.
you guys heard about that guy Donald Trump with the orange hair skin? He's pretty huge. You know what his favorite drink is? Mountain Dew.
I don't get it.
November 11th, publication of Two Towers, the second volume of The Lord of the Rings by J.R.R. Tolkien by George Allen and Unwin in London.
That's when the book came out, the second book. Second
Right,
book,
right.
same as the first. I'm a little hobbit and I got some rings. The skinny old monster is taking things from me. There is a gray ghost. There is a white ghost. Someday I'm going to meet an organ. I'm going to fight them in a tower. Hey! 2 towers.
Yeah. So you've read that book, it sounds like.
Yeah, I read them all.
Did you read them all?
No.
Have you collected them all?
No.
Did you catch them all?
No.
Gotta catch them all.
Pokemon.
I was never a Pokemon guy.
Neither was I.
I don't believe you.
No.
Okay, I believe you. Since you said it the second time, I believe you.
Thank you.
Did you ever watch those movies? You probably haven't seen the movies, have you? Lord of the Rings?
I've never seen like a whole movie all the way through. I mean, I was probably finger blasting a girl
Sure.
or getting my nay sucked on or
Your
something.
nay-nay.
I did watch the movies while also getting my nay sucked on.
So you weren't paying attention to the nay sucking? You were paying attention to the rings?
Oh, hold on a second.
No, they were just on in the background.
What is
So you were watching it, and like, which one were you focused on? You're a man. You can't be focused on two things at one time.
It's true.
Either you're focused on getting your nay sucked on, or you're watching Lord of the Rings.
Nay sucked on.
Okay.
what's a nay?
I'm hoping it's my penis, but with Blake, it's hard to tell.
Blake, is your nay Adam's penis?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. You were getting Adam's penis sucked while you were watching Lord of the Rings?
Right.
What a good day that was.
It was a good day.
Very good, everyone. And with the nays, we are safely and securely back in 1954. I usually ask you, Philip, why it is that we watch this, but I want to ask.
I'm hungover. I can't do it today.
Yeah, your bags. You got bags under your eyes. You can fit all your toiletries in there, right?
How many Mountain Dews could I fit in there?
That really hurts my feelings, actually, when you do that.
It's all I have. You're almost untouchable.
I'm untouchable.
Says every woman ever. I feel
Fucking
your pain.
Teflon. Hey,
He's non-stick.
that's right. Yeah, all the women just had water off a duck's back. Yeah, Adam, why did we choose to watch Meet the Family?
Oh, because it's a pilot that never made it to air, regardless of how many there was made. I don't really remember. I should have paid attention.
For like the last 150 episodes?
Yeah. Oh, you know what yesterday was? It was the anniversary of your 100th episode. It came up on my Facebook.
I'm more interested in why we chose Meet the Family. You don't know though.
I forget I know they're out of order. It's like it's free.
Okay.
It's a pilot that never went to air, regardless of if it was aired or not, and didn't have a season. That's the thing. There's more than one. There's not more than one.
Okay, I'll give you that one.
There's another one.
Yeah, there is. There's three. There's three reasons.
Ah, shit. It's available. You can
Yeah,
get it.
okay,
for
you got
free.
it.
Yeah.
You really slugged it
I
out
know.
there.
I just sometimes you just got to go up to bat and just swing away.
What do you think about that, Blake?
It's horrible.
Every time you have people on this show, you ask them to do that, and every time they mess it up. And it's usually after they talk about how big of fans they are.
I said I listened to it. I never said I paid attention.
He didn't ever say
Or
he
you
was a
get your
fan
nay
either.
sucked.
What? I only get my nay sucked while listening to Couch Pilots.
That's
the way we want it.
Adam, were you getting Blake's nay
I
sucked?
was.
Oh my goodness. Where can you find Meet the Family to watch for your dumb self? Well, you can do so by subscribing to Couch Pilots and SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or your favorite podcast app of choice, and then simply click on one of our classically blue links on our show.
Just use a Why don't you just use a period?
What's that?
Just use a period.
Punctuation?
Yeah.
Overrated.
Or go to YouTube. Adam?
You know what to do, too.
Finally. Christ almighty.
Flight attendants, prepare for takeoff.
Can you get me a beer? Give me one of the.
Give me those ones.
Why are you getting a beer as we're going in the air?
Because I love drunk flies. What's that cactus?
That engine sounds great, doesn't it?
I just had a tune up. DSJ was out there. He put, you know what he did?
Huh.
He put a bunch of like oil in it.
Oh, that's what
Really?
you're supposed to do with an engine, I think.
That's cool.
He oiled it up. That's why it
Well,
sounds
and
good.
we had some new rotors and brake pads put on it too, so we'll stop pretty good.
Hey, do you guys fly to Alaska by any chance?
We have we like to go see the Northern Lights.
We love Aurora Borealis.
Are you going to fly in like Alaska May of next year? Can I?
It's-
Because I gotta fly out there for a secret thing, but I don't want to take like normal transportation.
Hey,
why would you?
Hey, Adam. We'll take you, but you gotta tell us what the secret is.
It's ancient Chinese secret, huh?
Yeah, not on air. We'll do that off air for sure.
No, like
He's going to go buy a bride, is what it is. He's going to go buy a bride, and he wants to go pick it up.
my bread.
Well, I mean,
You
I
can't-
figured
you
you
tell
guys
us on
were gonna-
air?
I can't tell you on air.
Can you?
no.
It's like, I mean, all this is made up anyway. You can't
No,
just-
it's a long story. It's going to take forever.
Oh, you know? Do you know?
I may have approached him first to make sure you guys did
He
it.
approached me
Good God.
and
I
said,
know.
"Look at my nay. Here we go."
Summary of the pilot. Arthur Lake's attempt at duplicating the success of The Adventures of Ozzie and Harriet by featuring his real-life family.
Oh, that's an interesting
Hold on,
fact.
hold on. I'm up here. I'm up here.
That was his real family? That's pretty interesting.
Nope. Okay. We're on the cusp of interesting facts. So you're cool to say that. That's totally cool.
This is not my first rodeo.
Otherwise, just don't do it.
Legit.
You love rodeos?
Yes. I honestly, that is a straight fact. I can attest. I did not know that.
Okay. Fair enough. That was part of the summary. You know what? If people want to put together a summary that's got facts in it, who is me?
Yeah.
Who is you?
Yeah.
Is you a friend of mine?
That takes away all of my notes. It makes more sense now.
Whatever that is, throw it in the garbage, all right?
Just it's gone.
It's this little black book of men.
And women.
Little Book of Black Men?
I told you, I'm an investigative reporter, man.
Book of Little Black Men.
Yes. It's like the Secret Garden, but for dudes.
You usually grade the pilot or the summaries.
Yeah.
So what do you think about that one? You want me to read it again, or are you good?
I'm good. I'm going to give it, I'm going to give it a fact bump, so I'm going to give it a C+.
Oh, you're giving a bump to the grading of the summary now.
Yeah. It was a fact bump.
Okay. Yeah, that's great. C+. Okay. Do you want to take a stab at
solid D.
Here, I'll give you the knife that I used to open the Greg Garcia box.
yes.
Do you want to take a stab at opening
Yeah.
What'd you say again? What was the
D.
D?
D for me.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Um.
My favorite plot is it happened. That's all I need to know.
Okay. All right. Interesting facts.
Interesting facts.
Oh, I'm sorry. Interesting facts. This is a segment of the show
Interesting facts.
that Jason scours the internet, finds factual information about these pilots that you may not know. He's going to read them. This segment has one rule and one rule only. Guys, just don't do it.
Guys, just don't do it.
That's
That's the rule, guys.
Don't be Nike. Just don't do it.
Right, it's very good.
Colin Kaepernick wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Why? You think you're
stand
better?
up during the national anthem?
Yeah,
Dick.
You think you're better than Colin Kaepernick?
Nope.
So
Well, yes.
absorb these facts, but don't taint other people's experience by talking to them about your opinions. Just, like Depeche Mode said,
Right.
Tainted love.
Yeah. The
Whoa.
best Depeche Mode song. Do you ever have Depeche a la mode?
Song. No.
Oh, yeah. Vanilla.
It's fantastic.
Oh, is that what that is?
It really adds a different layer.
Have you ever had Napoleon ice cream?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's so short.
I always get through it fast.
We're awful.
No, we're not.
Each one worse than the next. TV. Oh, I gotta do the thing. All right. What's the Conrad rule? Do you remember that?
Conrad rule is just don't tell you it's interesting. Don't talk about it to other people. This is stuff that happened. This is factual information. And whether you think it's interesting or not is not for something to talk about. And Conrad breaks that rule, has broke that rule in multiple countries. He's broke the rule in multiple countries.
Yeah.
He's been flying, and he said he went to Zimbabwe on a safari not too long ago, and he was like, I was listening to the show on the plane, guys, and I'm telling people how interesting these facts are. You just can't do it. Guys,
Don't do it. It's just not a cool thing.
You know what? When he does something like that, what it is like
he's like
Quantum Leap. You ever see that show?
Yeah.
Yes.
Where he had Al and Scott Dracula, and they would go around fixing things.
Yeah.
But at the same time, there was a pair going around ruining things. If you find out in later seasons. So it's kind of like that. It's kind of like Conrad is ruining shit, and you and I are just flying around the world trying to correct the wrongs, right?
It's like, where in the world is Conrad San Diego?
TV Pilot was based on ideas by Marion Davies, actress who worked consistently from 1917 to 1937, who worked with script writers as well as Arthur Lake.
Okay.
Fact. Okay. Stars Arthur Lake, best remembered for his radio and movie role as comic strip icon Dagwood Bumstead in the Blondie series.
Yes.
Tried to copy Ozzie Nelson's family-centric adventures of Ozzie and Harriet by developing his own pilot.
Sure.
Also stars Arthur Lake's real-life wife, Patricia. I wrote that in there, real-life wife, so I'd say it like that. Patricia Van Cleve Lake, who was the bastard child of William Randolph Hearst and Marion Davies, who helped get this pilot together, his mistress.
Wow.
Fact. And I could see the shock on your face. I'm going to say this. Interesting facts over.
Oh,
Man.
that is like wow.
That's great. That was
guys, isn't that interesting?
You dug pretty deep. That is very interesting.
Have you ever been to Hertz Castle in California?
What is it? Hertz Castle?
Hertz Castle.
Is that different from the mansion that has all the stairways that lead to nothing in San Francisco?
So
I've not been either.
William Hearst was the person.
Was he the guy that...
He owned all the newspapers.
Well, hold on a second. Is he the guy that Citizen Kane was kind of roughly about?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
But he bought this huge piece of property on the ocean in California and just built this giant mansion. But he would go around Europe buying parts of buildings and like old like castles and just build them into this crazy...
Oh my God, that's so cool.
It's very cool.
That's so... You guys have been to the City Museum in St. Louis?
No, I would never go to St. Louis.
All right, well, I was
Sorry to our 8 listeners from St. Louis.
We love the Lou, and you know what? We support everyone in Ferguson, Missouri, too.
Oh my God.
That's right. That's a suburb of St. Louis.
I know.
The City Museum is my favorite place on earth. It's this building where it looks like the most creative guy in the world.
I have seen that building.
Blew his brains out all over this place. It's incredible. It's awesome, and they do the same thing. They take architecture and they filter it in to this massive adult-style playground. And by adult, I don't mean much of cocks.
I have seen that. I would go to St. Louis for that.
Is that the one with the slide?
If they moved it
from one floor to
across-
the other, there's like a slide.
They've got a 2 10-story slides.
Yeah. Wow. I've been there.
And I went on one about a week and a half ago. It's awesome. And they have slides like on the roof, and they've got like a bus that hangs over the side of the roof that you can go in, and you can go over the side of the roof. And they've got like a Ferris wheel on the roof, and like this big, like 15-foot praying mantis up there. It's incredible. It's the best place ever.
Who's he praying to?
Who's he praying to? That's his choice. That's why he's here, because it's his God of choosing. Or he might be a poly deity. I don't know.
Sure.
I don't know. I don't know these things.
I'm good.
I don't know Twitter responses.
Twitter responses. I hope that Jason got some Twitter responses.
Without a doubt, I did not. Here's one of my favorite commercials that you can hear right now.
Uses Chicken Tonight simmer sauces, and suddenly everybody's saying, I feel like chicken tonight, like chicken tonight, chicken tonight. Choose from 4 new sauces. Each one's made with real vegetables and herbs, so you can make dishes like country French chicken and chicken cacciatore. Just brown the chicken, simmer, and serve. I feel like chicken tonight, like chicken tonight. New Chicken Tonight simmer sauces from Ragu. Chicken tonight.
Very good.
Oh, thank you to Chicken Tonight for sponsoring tonight's episode of Couch Pilots. It's funny how much we just want to watch the show we want to watch, but at the same time how these little earworms, known as commercials, have penetrated Americana and are forever in our hearts.
Yeah.
Unless you pay to have them gone, like I do.
How's that?
I just pay people to not show commercials on my TV.
Where does this money come from that you have?
I do things.
How can I get some of this money?
It's a secret. You'll find out in Alaska if you go.
I want to get some of this money.
You'll find out in Alaska if you go.
Boys, let's proceed.
I want to get some of this money.
10 minutes, buddy.
10 minutes. That's the new rule.
I love this rule.
We break down the pilot in 10 minutes, and if we don't get it done,
Then suck us, right?
Then suck our whips.
Suck our whips. I'm going to put my finger in the air. I'm going to wave it around like I don't care.
Sure.
And that will signal the start of the 10-minute countdown.
Got some big band music, right?
Oh,
Title
yeah.
screen. It shows the stars of the show with stars behind their heads, which I thought was...
It's almost like Hollywood Walk of Fame, kind of Waka Flame, where you have the heads and, the stars.
And Grandpa's sitting there, and the kids are fencing around him.
Yeah.
Almost cutting him.
Slicing Pawpaw right open.
34 seconds in, there's sword fighting.
Yeah.
I was like, this is...
And he puts like a glass globe on his head to drown out the noise. Whatever.
I think it's so he doesn't get stabbed in the face.
That's good. That'd be good too.
And the dad is Artie Lake.
Ugh.
Yeah, Arthur, Artie.
I love this guy.
Do you?
I
now?
remember seeing him on Blondie.
Now, where did you watch Blondie?
Like Nick at Night.
It was on Nick at Night?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But I remember it was like a comic book strip.
It was like... Call me. I'm alone. You can call me anytime.
Call me.
So I felt nostalgic when I saw him.
Dagwood.
Yep. And his watch is missing. Come to find out, it was
He's an idiot.
This is where you find out he's an idiot. This is where they stake claim on this guy is a total. And back then, that's what Dick Van Dyke. He was a real smart guy, but he was kind of stupid and kind of just had those kind of things where the dad was always kind of a blunder guy.
Yeah, kind of the butt of all the jokes.
Yeah,
the scapegoat.
And for some reason, the mom, the wife, loved him anyway.
Smoking hot wife.
Yeah, and
no doubt.
Yeah,
No doubt.
You said a hat she was wearing when she came in?
Stupid hat. I did. I actually wrote down stupid hat.
Yeah.
It had like a horse on it.
It was ridiculous.
Oh, for sure.
But and I also noticed, and we'll talk about it a little bit later as well. But she has very small breasts, but they're very pointy.
That's
was
a weird thing at the
thing.
time.
That was
It was the bras. It was
Pointy
the
boobs was a weird thing.
They haven't
back
figured out how to make rounded cups yet.
Okay.
So Arthur is the dad. It almost looks like he's wearing a tuxedo at the office.
Yeah,
right?
And he works at a sporting goods store, and he's in the office, and his boss calls him up on the speakerphone.
Yeah.
And you know that because for some reason the speaker is just like shaking and shaking and shaking and shaking, and that's how you know it's his boss.
Yeah, like it's common.
There's no intercom system should ever have to shake.
Anytime they're moving, it's comically shaking,
Right.
and it's bizarre. But he does a lot of yelling. He's a very loud individual.
The boss was my favorite part.
Oh, really? You like all
Yeah,
that?
I liked it. The boss was the best part.
And
of
if the
this
series
entire
had moved forward, I would like to think that we would never see the boss.
Sure. I hope not.
Just the voice on the intercom or the telephone.
kind
That'd
of
be great.
like the
Yeah, I agree.
the ladies, the
Just
lady,
like that.
the ladies show.
All the single ladies.
No,
all
no, the
single
one
ladies.
where they're like
all the
spies.
single ladies, all the single, the spies.
Yeah,
Charles Angel.
Charlie's Angels. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, when you never heard the guy that talked and
You never saw
hey
him.
angels.
Yeah.
There's a lot of shows that have that kind of character that you never see. Let's see. So he's this is when I first noticed there was a laugh track here.
Yeah,
And I
yeah,
hate that. I hate
yeah.
that.
I
I'm
know
not a
you
fan.
hate it.
But he's doing a lot of physical humor, sports related, in his office.
Yeah, because he's got all this stuff because he works at a sporting goods store, so he's doing all like swinging a bat and like it's the crack of the bat, like you hear
The
like,
roar of the crowd.
roar of the crowd.
I had no idea he was a sports guy until he went over to that wall. I was like, what
Well,
is he doing?
I saw that it said sporting goods
didn't
above
see
it.
that.
I pay attention.
What about that secretary? Did she have it going on for days?
No.
No.
Didn't see her long enough.
Yeah.
I didn't see
Turn
her
his
long
mic
enough.
off. She was a sexy lady, wasn't she?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So
What about? Hold on. Why don't you like this? Why don't you like the secretary? What's wrong
I
with
just
you?
I like Blake. I didn't just.
She's
get
too.
good- I
She's
just-
too good looking.
No, I just didn't
She's
see
too
her long
sexy?
enough.
I hate those hot chicks.
Yeah, they're hot chicks
Yeah.
are the worst. Give me fuggos.
So the boss is all mad because Artie, instead of buying surf balls, which are beach balls, we find out.
Could just said
No
beach
one.
ball.
No one has ever called him a surf ball.
Not a person in
Right.
the history of mankind.
This show is based on a lie.
Right.
A lot
and
of
so it's surfboard. So the boss is mad because he has ordered 145 surfboards instead of surf
Those
balls.
in a
surfboards.
surfing community,
Right.
he's upset about ordering surfboards.
Oh yeah, he's like, how are we going to unload these?
Yeah, they're right on the beach. I don't know. You live right next to the fucking ocean. You tell me.
Like,
you know?
everyone is surfing. We have a town surfer who's the best ever.
So many lies.
Cut to Grandpa, and he's Grandpa lives at the house, obviously.
Grandpa's cool.
He's full of
'cause-
beans too.
Yeah, because Grandma has passed, obviously, R.I.P.
Or he
Yeah.
killed her.
Or he killed her, and he makes inventions. That's his career has been making inventions.
I don't feel like we get a taste of really what he's done, but I think that could play into the future, obviously. But he's kind of a silly guy. He likes to joke around and have fun. Arthur comes home with a surfboard, and I get a good look at this thing. I was like, this surfboard's pretty badass. Because
And
back
it's
then
also
they were like,
super heavy. Apparently,
I was gonna say back then they were wood.
Yeah, and
right.
it was a long board, by the way.
Oh, it's so cool. These things are so cool. And so Arthur and Grandpa try to come up with ways. He's like, hey, you know, my boss is going to make me pay for all these myself because of this screw up. What can we do to sell these things?
They're like, well, we can make snow forts out of them, or
Mm.
coffins for real tall, skinny guys.
None of them
or
are-
bats.
none of them are go to the beach and sell them.
Right. The phone rings, and you know it's the boss, Mr. Hodgkin's disease.
Right, Mr.
Right.
Hodgkin's disease.
This is where that was made from.
First name
Hodgkin disease
lymphoma.
came from
From this unaired pilot. That's
Right.
right. That's right.
But he calls, and you can tell because the phone is shaking,
It's always shaking. It's
animatedly
ridiculous.
shaking.
I honestly, I kind of wish my phone would shake like that when someone
called
was talking.
vibrate.
What's that now?
It's called
Let me
vibrate.
type that in here. Vibrate. Oh my god, that is an option. Okay, great.
But so he's on the phone and he's like, yeah, you better get rid of all these coffee or all these surfboards.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like, hey, and don't forget, since my wife is sick,
I can't go to the raffle tonight.
Oh, right.
We don't know anything about this raffle.
No.
But when I think of a raffle, I think of a bunch of shit I don't need. I'm
Yeah.
going to bring home a bunch of shit that I don't need.
Not a house.
Every Sunday, I buy 50-50 tickets, and I don't know why I buy them because
For what? Through what?
at bowling, I buy
at bowling?
50-50 tickets, and I'm like, why am I doing this? Because it's only about $20. Right? So why am I doing it?
You know what? That's funny.
How
It's
much do you pay for the raffle tickets?
$1.
I'm gonna pause the timer real quick. You bring up an interesting point. You remember recently they're like, hey, you know what? You win on lottery.
Yeah.
$1.6 billion.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, oh, I got to get out there and play. Is like 10 million not enough for you? Like, why is it when it hits like $1 billion, everyone's like, oh,
It's
I got to
the
get a
novelty.
fucking
Right.
It's the
any
novelty.
amount of money
Right.
that they're saying you can have, I will take that amount.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm not waiting for it to get to a certain number. Just give me some fucking money.
Right.
Right?
If
Well,
I won, I was running for office in 2020.
We had
I'd
a
vote for you.
we had a thing at
Legalizing
work
it.
where a lady was coming by every day and taking money from all of us.
What's the point though that people get excited like,
it's
oh, it's
nostalgia.
100 million now? Oh, I better play. Fuck you. I would take a million, right?
Well, they take 90% of that in taxes.
Yeah.
So you get like $12.
That'd be fine. All right, that's my rant. I'm gonna.
Okay.
We got 3.5 minutes left to the shit out.
Are
of this
you
pilot.
serious?
Yeah.
3.5 minutes is all we got?
We got it.
Oh,
You ready?
fuck. Okay, go.
Mexican fella.
Mr. Martinez wants to buy surfboards, maybe, but Artie's going to have to take him to the beach this is where we see that they live in a beach community, and there are thousands of surfers.
This
And they're all
Mexican
good.
guy, they are pretty good too.
Brazilian.
This is like a ton of stock footage of people
Yeah.
like surfing. The Mexican guy is like super smitten with Arthur's hot
Oh,
wife,
yeah.
right?
He sees her pointy
Yeah.
boobs. And so they go to the beach. Pat is looking hot as hell. And for some reason,
It's Patricia. You're not a gay guy.
no, but
Right?
he calls her Pat.
He
But,
does call her Pat.
but it's for Patricia.
But he
though.
calls her Pat.
Okay, but for some reason, the entire beach scene conversation all overdubbed.
Yeah, if you noticed, there's like
that makes sense with all the like noise of the beach.
No, they had microphones.
their lips weren't moving.
Jaws was filmed at
Overdubbed
the
to the
beach.
fact that their lips aren't moving. They're
I
looking
didn't
at the
notice
camera.
that.
Yeah, it was bad.
And also, one thing I did say, I did write down. I would think for 1954, this footage of Artie on the surfboard in the water, that's got to be pretty groundbreaking.
Oh, the
right?
GoPro in
Yes.
front of him?
Yeah, the GoPro.
Time travel.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
sure. That is absolutely no claim made of.
That is
Good.
for that. I'm going to give it a GoPro bump.
That I totally agree.
was
That's
cool.
a bump right there. Something else, the Mexican guy's like, hey, man, you should go. All these guys out here are professionals. What am I going to do with these surfboards? You should go do it. I think he was trying to kill Arthur.
To get to his wife,
Yeah,
Pat.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
exactly
That
right.
would have been a better plot point.
I know that's what I would do. Anyway, Arthur tries to surf, but he's terrible at it. And this begins what seems like a 10-minute montage.
Oh, it's way too
Felt
long.
It's so long.
forever.
Yes, they had the cool mounted surfboard camera.
For 2 shots.
But it took forever.
was more than 2 shots.
And his kids,
Yeah.
his kids surfing awesome, and his wife's like with some hot dude.
Yeah,
right?
Standing up on his shoulders.
Yeah,
He's all
like-
rubbing up.
He's like, Pat, be careful. You can get hurt.
Oh, my
and
lips aren't moving.
comes back, and his son, JR, does a weird humping CPR on him.
It's very bizarre.
Yeah.
Honestly, I was thinking about that. When did CPR really like the procedures that we know it today? It must have not been back then.
1955.
Yeah, I was gonna say the year after.
Yeah.
The next scene, they're at a banquet, and I'm thinking Arthur is kind of like Jerry Lewis to
In a
me.
way, yeah.
I thought Gilbert Godfrey at first, the way he was loud and everything,
I
but
would
like
still say Gilbert Godfrey.
I would.
But
Okay, I'd
everything
go Jerry
was
Lewis
wrong.
now.
You know, everything is wrong. Everything he says is wrong. Everything he does is wrong.
Neurotic.
It's just- yeah. Neurotic people. Am I right?
So they have a raffle going on for the house or something, and Arthur's also kind of a klutz, and he broke the very briefly mentioned piece of furniture for his boss earlier.
Right,
and
which
now he
was
has
the
to come
whole
up with
setup.
Yeah.
That phone call, when he was talking about, he's like, don't forget that, his boss is like Hodgkins, lymphoma guy, is like, don't forget to get this table, and this raffle thing I'm still confused about, because his wife starts to announce that they're raffling off a house.
Yeah.
A modern day house that's completely furnished.
Yeah.
What raffle is that? Where do I have to go?
There's a St. Jude one locally that does the same thing for $100 a ticket.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Seriously?
I will also say we got 20 seconds left. At the end of the show, they say, what are we going to do with all these surfboards? I know. I'll throw a couple legs on it, make it seriously like a mid-century modern looking
Yeah,
coffee table. It's
And he
awesome.
doesn't know how to negotiate a more expensive price.
No,
than
and
the
Mr.
wife. The smart
Martinez-
wife does it.
Mr. Martinez buys them all.
Yeah, he wants
He's
it now.
saved another day.
Yeah,
Scene.
And the phone rings. It's so loud. It's so loud. And it's the boss. And he tells him to...
And Bruce Spring's like, in the Manados, Grandma. Oh, that's not the boss, is it? Oh.
and that's it. We're out of time. And that's fine. That's
Because
fine.
we successfully completed it.
And we've also got some turbulence.
Oh, we got
Please remain seated as we are now crossing a zone of turbulence.
One and done. That's the name of the game here, folks. Why did this show last for one episode? Adam Z, I turn to you. What do you think?
absolutely 0% plot points. Halfway through, I was like, I don't get this.
He quits writing stuff down
I did.
5 minutes into it.
No.
Oh, you watched this together, didn't you, today?
Oh, you're darn right we did. Naked.
So what's that last part you said?
Huh?
The last part you said. You just watched together and then the last part?
Naked.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
How else am I going to do his laundry?
It's not none of my business. All right.
He refused to let me wear my change of underwear. He's like, no, just keep the old ones off. It's fine.
Keep the old ones off?
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense.
You want his bare naked asshole on your couch? Is that
It's been
1 week. No.
You got. I feel like there is a plot here.
Yeah,
it may not be
seven
good.
of them. There's no consistent plot.
Okay, so name all 7.
There's the protecting the table. There's selling the surfboards. There's introducing the family, which they did for all of 8.5 seconds. That's a plot. There's the grandfather who's like, hey, let's make these into tables, or, I said 7, right?
Mm-hmm.
I got 4.
That's all. No, you got all 7. Good job.
Yeah, thanks.
So no,
you said her breasts are a plot point as well, right?
They're pointy.
Breasts are
They're
on my
pointy.
plot. That would be a better show. If
I
it was
noticed
just
them because
her
it was
breasts.
like the front of our plane.
Yeah.
That's why.
Super
That's like,
pointy.
those look familiar. I've seen those before.
Oh, just a plane.
Yeah.
It is weird how 1950s boobs were so pointy. You remember what, like, in the 80s?
Torpedo titties.
Well, in the 80s, Madonna brought that back for a hot minute, and I was like, I don't know, man.
I don't like it.
Well,
I
she
don't
stole
think
that from Tank Girl, but that's neither here nor there.
I don't think that's true.
Fucking nerd. Here we go.
Lori
Tank Girl.
Petty?
The comic book came out way
All
before
right.
that.
Manny
Very
Petty.
good.
I just learned that fact, and I find it interesting.
Manny Lori Petty?
Oh, I loved her so much.
Blake, what's wrong with you? No, I'm sorry. Meet the Family.
Do you have time?
Now let me start.
What
the
is
clock.
this? A trip halfway across the world? What do I think is wrong with it? God, I like the Artie Lake character. I think he was almost too bumbling. Like, you can be bumbling, but, it was so over the top that you're like, how can this half-ass,
White boy, you can say it.
No,
You can say white.
No, I was going to talk about this girl's tits again. How she would even marry, even date, even swipe left on Tinder for this guy, right? Because he's bumbling every fucking second of the day. Even I got my good days, baby, right? And this guy, so just tone it down a notch. I still understand what you're saying. Tone it down a notch. Obviously, he did this on the cheap because he had his family on. Those kids were awful. They were awful. The editing, we saw there was some really bad editing as well.
There was a couple good edits, and then there was not to rain on brakes. I feel like this suffers from over the top dumb dad syndrome.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Oh,
that's what I got.
I don't know where my watch is on my arm.
It's like he's always slipping on a bunch of oil.
Right.
It's just like whoop, 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 whoop.
Yeah.
Like always, everything he's doing is like, oh my goodness. And it's like,
Yeah, he's out
okay,
of
we
control.
get it, pal.
You get
all
it.
right?
You're dumb. Move on.
But,
Or your
that's
wife.
me. How about you?
Again, yeah, it's the guy who is the star of the show is the problem, if you ask me. The wife was fine. The grandpa, I don't think the grandpa was his real father or
Doubtful.
her real father. Doubt it. But
Doubt it.
Doubt it.
But the kids weren't in it enough to be like, oh, I hate them or they suck. But he was the star of the show, and he was just like, he was too goofy. But maybe that was the fashion of the time. Yeah. TV is 4 or 5 years old at this point.
The show was literally called Meet the Family, and we spend 90 minutes of it in his office with him playing with balls.
Yeah.
Golf balls. But
I think that family was made.
Well, I think that's partly why it was cut, too. He was playing with his actual testicles at one point, too. That was
testicles?
Yeah, testicles.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I wish you guys would learn words before you say them.
time is 11:11, and the temperature is
Sorry, Blake, I'll get back on that.
Somebody give me a pretzel.
Please remain seated with your
Learn how to say
seatbelt
pretzel,
fastened
please.
until the captains turn off the fasten seatbelt sign.
As of almost everything we watch, Meet the Family is on IMDb. Would you guys care to take a stab on a scale of 1 to 10 what it is rated on IMDb?
I'm going to go with...
Decimal points are in play.
Okay. 4.871.
6.5.
It's a 6.5.
Is it really? Is that the first time that's happened?
Who's your daddy?
No, sir, legit. Is that the first time
I
that's happened?
met your dad at your grandma's funeral. I know who your dad is.
Oh.
That was just about like a month and a half ago. I met your dad when your grandma passed away.
Oh, thanks.
That was the first time I met. I know who your dad is.
My grandma died. That's great.
No, I mean I no disrespect, but I know who your father is. I met him, right?
Yeah, that's great.
Oh,
Seriously?
I mean, he asked.
You have to bring
he
this up
asked,
right now.
He asked the question.
He was in kind of a good mood. Feeling good.
I don't think so. He's never in a good
For
mood.
Blake. But seriously, is that the first time it's ever actually been 6.5 when
so.
he gets it?
I think
that's
so.
That's a monumental moment. That just proves statistics. You
That I'm
do
very
it
good
enough.
at this, but I'm very good at
you're the best.
I'm
Obviously,
the best
You
at
should
this.
play the lottery.
Yeah, right now. Buy a ticket.
That's out of 8 reviews. Viewer reviews, 2 out of 10. Pretty dreadful. And I can see why this series was never picked up. Meet Family is a rather poor sitcom that, not surprisingly, was never sold to the networks. Despite this, there being 2 surprising things about it. First, it's filmed in color, which I didn't see the color version.
It was not in color. It might have been filmed in color, but sent out over the airwaves in black and white.
It was something that was very unusual for the 1950s. Second, Arthur Lake had his real-life family appear on the pilot episode. What really makes this interesting is that his wife, Patricia Lake, was the illegitimate daughter of Marion Davies and William Randolph Hearst. As for the show, however, it's really a dud.
Yeah.
6 out of 10. Meet the Family was an interesting pilot for Arthur Lake and his actual family. After the Blondie movie series ended, Arthur Lake was struggling for work. A few years down the line, he helped create the unaired TV pilot for his mother-in-law, Marion Davies. So it said in the credits, the hodgepodge of Adventures of Ozzie and Harriet, in that he put his real-life family in the cast of wife Patricia and offspring Arthur Jr. and Marion. His Blondie movie series, in that he does the familiar mannerisms as a flustered boss, played in a voice only on the intercom, blah, blah, blah.
Yakety schmackety.
Anyway, this person kind of goes on and on. I'm not really interested in reading the rest of it. But those are the reviews. Kind of
Nobody liked it.
No.
Didn't seem so. But that kind of leaves a question for us. So we've been pussyfooting around a little bit. How do we like it?
Ladies and gentlemen, as we start our descent, please make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position.
Ratings. Folks, this is why you listen to the show. You spend an hour and 20 minutes listen to us talk just for the end.
You got the bread. You got the salad. Here comes the main course.
And
Oh
then
my
the
God.
The nene.
You got the nene.
Right. And so the nene is right in your face, and this is a time for us to show our nene, slap you around a little bit with it, and make you know who's the boss.
Yep. Let's Judith light this bitch and say out of a scale from 1 to 7, 1 being the worst, it's a Roy Biggins. All the way up to number 7, it's a Joe or a Brian Hackett. Right?
Can I comment on something about the rating scale that I've always
Please. This would be great. I would love to hear that.
Yeah,
I would
it's not
love
bad.
to hear what you, a guy who's had a podcast for many years and has taken a 5 or 6 month break, has to say about our show. Please.
No, not the show. The show's great.
Okay, go ahead.
I've always maintained that Roy Biggins should be a 7 because without a Roy Biggins, you don't have wings.
Great. Yeah. Let's. You've been on the show a handful of times.
Let's just change everything we've ever
Yeah.
done.
No, I'm just
throw it
saying.
all out for Adam Z.
As of
Make
me
your
going back and watching Wings again.
Make your point though. You're right. Every show has to have an antagonist.
Yeah, and
but is that what's the reasoning behind that though?
because he's the asshole, and they have to pair up and be awesome together to prevent the asshole from doing shit. So,
You know
without
what
the
prevents my asshole from doing shit? Nothing.
Yeah.
that's all I'm saying.
So who would be the worst then? Who would be the worst character?
Oh, still him. He's still a piece of shit. But without him, it's
so you
there's
think
no
Roy
shit.
Biggins should be the number 1 and the number 7?
Yeah.
Leave.
Okay.
All right, let's get the ratings. This guy's talking. He's drank a bunch the last.
I have.
The rating scale is based on the characters from the 1990s program, affectionately and accurately known as Wings. Right?
Yep.
So Adam Z, I turn to you. How do you rate Meet the Family?
I'm gonna pull a Blake. I'm gonna give a buxom blonde bump and give it a 2.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah. It was
Not great.
It was. I was literally on my phone halfway.
What is this? What is it? What are you doing?
It's swiping right.
Okay.
Just seeing
You're
what
always swiping right, whether it's on the
seeing
shitter.
what Pekin has to offer.
All right.
It's not much.
Yeah.
Believe
Yeah,
me.
no, I wasn't into this at all. I like slapstick comedy. It wasn't funny to me. And
That's fair.
If they spent more time with the family, it probably would have got like a 4 for me.
But it didn't, did it?
No, not at all.
I'm giving it
Captain Philip, rest assured, I turn to you.
a GoPro bump.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
I like slapstick comedy as well. And I'm giving it a 3.
A 3, okay. Sometimes you're always a mystery to me. You're an enigma wrapped in a mystery, covered in secret sauce. I never know what to think about what your rating is, because last time a couple weeks ago he surprised me with the rating. You gave it like a 6 on that game show.
I loved it.
I didn't see that coming. Anyway, as for me, you asked, no one did. I will say that I give it a 3 as well. I give it a GoPro bump. I didn't know what to call it, but I agree with you. That was a really cool and interesting shot for the time.
Sure.
We've not seen that before. You know, they weren't doing that back then.
Yeah.
If anything, that was an innovation of that program. Very cool. The show sucked.
Horrible.
It wasn't very good. The dad was too goofy. The plot was silly, but probably on par with sitcoms of the time.
I don't know. You had a lot of decent sitcoms in the 50s that were a little...
Name 15.
I can't name 15, but one off the top of my head is the Andy Griffith Show.
Okay, and how did the theme song that go?
Remember Captain Underpants? That was good too.
I don't.
Yep, that was a good one. Another good one.
But yeah, I mean, Andy Griffith was... They had a bumbling character in the drunken guy in the...
Donald Knotts.
No, the other one.
Oh,
There's a second one?
I don't think the drunk guy was
He was the bumbling character. I mean,
No,
Don Knotts
Don
is
Knotts
also
was.
Don Knotts. So
Can any of you guys do a Don Knotts impression?
Frederick fucking Chopin.
There it is.
There it is. But yeah, I mean, they had other good sitcoms that weren't bumbling.
I suppose that's true. And with that, a 2 and a 2 and a 3, we close the book on Meet the Family, and we will never talk about that show again.
No, but we'll definitely talk about Greg Garcia again.
Yeah, that guy seems awesome.
Join us next time, won't you please, when we watch the pilot episode of Fargo. Here's a little something to wet your whistle. Marge Gunderson, the still pregnant police chief of Brainerd, Minnesota, investigates the murder of a town pharmacist. You can find the entire episode of Fargo by subscribing to Couch Pilots and SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple
Use a
Podcasts, or your
period.
favorite
Use a
podcast
period.
app of choice, and then simply
Use
click
a
on one of
fucking
our
period.
shoutouts. Or, Adam?
You know what to do, too.
That's not...
No,
that's
it's-
half
it's-
of it.
Yeah, it's go to YouTube.
I thought he said that.
No, you weren't paying attention.
No, you say it.
He didn't
Just like
breathe.
this pilot, you quit paying attention 15 minutes into
You
it.
say it. You say the whole thing. You can do it, Blake.
Huh?
Go to
YouTube, and you know what to do too.
Very good. Oh, we're at the end. Thank God Almighty. Real quick, I want to promote a few things. One, including, I believe today is the last day. And if you're hearing this afternoon, just forget about it. But before noon today, on the 12th of November, if you want to go to Kickstarter.com and help promote Travis Heimel's comic Lucha, right?
Yeah, I put the links on last week's episode.
Could you send me those?
It's really cool. He is an artist.
Yeah.
He's working with another artist, and they're working with a writer, and the three of them have created this comic book series. It's like a James Bond luchador wrestler style thing. It's really cool.
It sounds cool.
And you can see the few first pages. He's got a really awesome video and just incredible artwork. And if you want to support it, I will say this. At the time of this recording, he's already passed his goal. But that
Nice.
doesn't mean that you can't still give and retrieve some of those awesome benefits of participating in this Kickstarter. So Travis Heimel, Kickstarter, Lucha. Check it out. Very cool. On top of that, go to couchpilotspodcast.com. Right, Blake?
Definitely.
What's there?
It's a one-stop shop. I mean, I invented that saying.
Sure you did.
That phrase.
Yeah,
one-stop
I've never
shop.
heard it before you.
Yeah, and you can go there. You can listen to all the episodes. You can click on all our social medias. You can email us from there. Everything. It's where you need to be.
Complete back catalog, is there?
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
Patreon.com.
Yes.
/couchpilots. Go there. We have numerous types of incentive programs to donate some shekels, as you like to say.
Right. To help
And-
keep the lights on.
Yep,
right?
exactly.
It's not free to do this, but it is free for you to consume. If you want to give us back a little something, we'll take that.
Sure.
And we'll put it right in our front pocket.
I'll
Right next
have
to
you
our
back.
keys, right?
Yeah.
Adam Z, thank you so much for being here today. I know you got a few things in the hopper. What would you like to plug?
As always, if you want to listen to the back catalog of Low Blow, it still exists. It's out there. You can find it on iTunes and all your favorite podcasting apps of choice. It's Low Blow Podcast. Also, if you're interested in video stuff, started daily vlogging. I will not be an influencer, and I'll never ask you for money. So you can go look at that_ATOMZ and find all the interesting, weird stuff I do day to day.
What's an example of something weird you do?
I did a tribute to Clarke's, a almost shot-for-shot remake of the opening for my 37th
That's weird.
vlog. That's very weird.
I saw that. It was pretty cool. It was all in
It's
black
cool.
and white. Just
It's
like
pretty
the film.
cool.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
cool. Oh, boy. Call 910-PILOTS-1. That's 910-745-6871. If you want to hear your dumb fucking voice on this show, you definitely can. Leave us a voicemail. We'll play it. And we're not going to make fun of you. We're just going to respond to it. And you're going to get some frequent flyer
And that's
points.
the base. That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
Frequent flyer points is what made this country what it is today.
That's right. That's absolutely right. Captain Philip Restisher, do you have a message of positivity you'd like to send out to all of our frequent flyers before we go today?
No,
Okay.
I've got problems. I don't know what
yeah.
the problem is up there, but there's a problem up there. So
You're pretty distracted by your dumb fucking dog barking, right?
yeah, there's something wrong.
Whew, and with that, this pilot may have been rough, but it's always a smooth flight here on Couch Pilots. Thank you, everybody.
Don't forget to get your nay-nay sucked.